Yeah, this is a festive period where most of us, when it's around 25th or 26th, we go back home to jubilate, eat abacha. There is some tears. Welcome back to my channel. Please do well to click on the subscription button and turn on your notification bell to be notified on every new video we drop. This is not the usual 10 tips or 5 tips or how you can. We are actually going to answer this question today. Is it Detty December as usual? You're a Christian and you're asking yourself this question, or you're exhausted, you've not been able to get anything done for yourself, you've not been able to achieve your goal, you are just worrying, okay, other persons in their 20s, in their 30s, they are doing well. My cousin just gave birth to her third son, my neighbor just got engaged. This video is for you, and it's just like a message. This is something that God dropped in my heart that I think this is going to help you, and definitely it will. And it's just a message to you for you to be aware of. Is this December Detty December as usual? December is actually being seen as a festive period. Even if I don't know in other cultures in Nigeria or outside of Nigeria, I know in my culture, come see your cousins and your relatives that you've not seen for a year, for 2 years. Just come together, you marry. Or the youths for the 20s, 30s, those persons actually staying in town that is not going back home. Or let me say, for you example, you may be staying outside Nigeria, you go for party. This is time when there is party here, party that, party this. It's actually when oppression is at its peak. What was Emeka doing since at Lagos? What was Nkechi doing since at Ibadan? Okay, this is when you check whether your neighbor has enough money. You come to show yourself. We actually call it December. It is when you spend and spend and spend. Don't be absorbed in getting ready to either go back to your hometown or your village to marry with others. Don't be so absorbed in finding a husband. Don't actually be pressured to do that this year. Each time you sit down and look up, God is actually calling out to you now. Genesis 13 verse 14. And when Lot left, God said to Abraham, look up, as far as your eyes can see, I will give it to you and your descendants. You have been absorbed in your problems. You have been absorbed in finding a husband or in getting prepared to borrow and travel to your village for December, and yet you forget to look up. You are all looking in for the present, and yet you forget that the future is important. Yet you are blind. Yet you are not able to see what's far ahead. This is not Detty December as usual. This is the harvest season, and God wants you to look up and see as far as your eyes can see, because He wants to do something different with you. If you know that it will actually cost you to travel like that, you have no money, don't borrow. Don't borrow. Get back, sit down. As a young Christian, you should be bettering your life, not trying to worsen it. This is harvest season. As I said earlier, this is just a message to you and not just 10 tips. Look up. Ask God every morning you wake up, oh God, help me to see as far as my eyes. Remove every blindness from my eye before January, as other persons are trying to gather up, are trying to compose themselves for the year. You have gone far enough. You have gone far enough. Dear Emeka, dear John, dear Annabelle, dear Cynthia, dear whosoever you are watching this video today, it is just God that wants you to see this, and He's telling you that, my dear beloved, this is harvest season. Look up and see as far as, and whatsoever you see, I, the Lord, will give it to you and your descendants. It's okay not to do well. but it's not okay to stay unwell. Get up and look up. God is stretching out his hands to you. Hold it and run. You are doing amazing work. I will hear your testimony. This is just what I have for you today. I love you and I remain your beautiful mindset activator.